G'day folks, Tony again here for more Renowned Explorers International Society. So, dear viewers, our first crew made it all the way to the 5th expedition but didn't quite make it there. We're going to try a new adventure. With the same settings. We're going to go adventure mode, we're going to go classic, but we are going to select a brand new crew and we're going to try something a little different, different set of skills as well as different characters, and try to highlight some of the different adventure locations that we didn't do last time. So for the captain, I thought we might go with Yvonne Lefebvre. I'm sure I horribly mangled that pronunciation. So Yvonne it is from now on. Montreal's cruel mistress, assertive, intelligent, and the centre of attention, wants to see if she can trample the world under her boots. Sounds interesting. And Yvonne is from Canada. A balanced speaker with high speech and good defences, and has 2 abilities under the Beguiler section. For our next crew member, we're going to go with a fighter. We're going to go with Victor Signac. Victor is a decorated military captain. His words and skills motivate friends and foes to follow him. Wants to impress with rare finds. Victor is from France and is a balanced fighter with high armour and no real weaknesses. That sounds nice. And is a tactician. And last but by no means least, we're going to go with the scout, who we didn't have, I think. Oh, no, we did with Kiwi last time. Who did we not have last time? We didn't have a speaker last time. So a speaker now for our captain. We're going to go with Hatice Ataman, who is from present-day Turkey, an already respected treasure hunter from Antalya. Very confident of her skill, obsessed with gold. Hatice is a glass cannon scout with amazing attack and speech, but very lacking in defences. We're probably going to have to keep our eye on that. And Hatice has quick thinker skills. So quick thinker, beguiler, and tactician are all different from last time where we had survivalist, naturalist, and athlete. Okay, so that's what we're taking. That's who we're taking for crew number 2. So let's start our adventure. Very nice. Make sure you don't run out of supplies. That's a good tip. I shall do my best. Alrighty, so here we are for our starting adventure. It looks like we may have a different variation from last time, which is lovely. The Saxon Kings. This is it. You just got your Renowned Explorers International Society membership. Yvonne wants to make a big entrance, finding the burial site of Saxon Kings. Found somewhere on the mainland of Britain, but King Egbert's grave remains a particular mystery. Let's get straight to it, shall we? There would be the objective that we're heading towards. So if you are new to this Let's Play series, I do recommend that maybe you go back to the first part where we had our first crew. I'm going to try and cruise through this a little quicker so that we don't end up doing a ton of repeating. But essentially, don't run out of resolve, don't run out of supplies, collect as many things as you can, and be awesome. So let's get to it. Golden status, engineer or rogue may be useful, and I don't believe that we have any of those. We have a tactician, a quick thinker, and a beguiler, so that is perfectly not for us, so we're not going to go that way. And treasure, that would be good. Tactician, beguiler, or quick thinker, that sounds like us as well. We're going to go this way first, though. Try and collect as many things towards this main objective as we can, because there's no point in leaving when we still have supplies left. Okay, on one of those rainy days, you see a feather lying beneath a small tree. The feather is both magnificent and valuable. Love it. Cha-ching. Athlete, naturalist, or survivalist. That's not exactly us. Let's head into the center section here and we'll see what we have. Quartz mine. The landscape of the hill changes. You find more and more shacks and houses, and eventually you arrive at a small mining village. You ask a local about the village. This is the small mining village of Cairnstone. Almost everything here is almost everyone here is a miner. It's hard work, but the pay for a good mining season makes up for a lot. The mines can be found if you follow the main road. Let's go and visit that mine. You arrive at the mine and see an old man enjoying a mid-afternoon scotch. You decide to talk to him. I have been retired for some years now, but somehow I cannot leave this place. The charm of finding beautiful stones or gems after weeks of hard work is addictive, really. These mines contain many stones and many secrets. The main mineral found here is quartz, but small pieces of gold and amber are found once or twice a year as well. Let's continue exploring. Yvonne decides to mine for a day. It might be wise to consult an expert or do some research before the crew mines. Let's talk to a gold expert. You ask the expert if he is willing to share some of his knowledge in finding gold. He replies, "Why would I help competition? Scram!" So as I had hoped, Yvonne has a high chance of this working because she is a beguiler. So let's try our 97%. Spinning that wheel, crossing those fingers. Oh, don't you dare. Thank you so much. Of course I will help you. If you mine on the left side of the mines, your chances of finding gold increase. Classic. We're going to mine on the left side of the mines and we have a 75% chance of finding gold. That sounds good. After digging for a while, you see something yellow-brown between the quartz you collected. It appears to be amber. What a find. All right, we got clear amber. Still a treasure, so that's great. 25 renown we're going to get from that and 1 insight to spend in between our expeditions. Good stuff. You leave the mine with a great feeling. You were quite lucky to have found such a treasure in such a place, while many people search a lifetime for something so beautiful. Let's continue on our way. All right, so that one there, engineer or rogue, not really good. Athlete, naturalist, survivalist, also not terribly good. What do we have down here? Wits challenge, a tactician, beguiler, or a quick thinker may be useful. That's convenient. Let's go there. An excavation tent is standing on a rock formation. You decide to take a look. As soon as you open the tent, a girl with a lab coat and glasses screams in terror and trembles in fear. "Ah, who are you? What are you doing here? You're here to steal my secret, aren't you?" "Yes, yes you are. Please take some money and leave." Yvonne is going to try to get some information out of her. Come on, Yvonne. You did it last time. Surely you can do it again. I knew it. The researcher calms down and is convinced that you are here to help her. She tells you about how a mining company hired her to find the right spots to dig. She even shares some information with you, which was probably classified. Nice. So we're getting a good batch of tokens that we're collecting up here. Not a ton of study, which you may note is different from the last crew, but we're getting lots of collect and lots of campaign. And it seems that Yvonne has leveled up. So let's take advantage of that. Now we're going to get a new ability that we can use, Deride. So that's handy. Beguiler, Astonishing, or Rogue, Mischief. I think we're going to try and lean into Beguiler here. So let's grab that. Good. Nobody else has done anything yet, but that's okay. What are we going to have down here? There might be an encounter. Or up here, there might be gold. How many supplies do we have left? We have 5. So we might as well get amongst the encounter side of things so that we can figure out how this crew works when they are in the tactical map. You walk down a small path when you hear shouting and screaming coming your way. 2 thieves are running from an angry mob. Since you are blocking the path, one of the thieves asks, "Please, traveller, we have no time for you right now. If you let us through, we will give you some compensation." Take the bribe and let them pass, or decline and stop them. They're thieves. Not fond of them. We're going to decline. You cannot be bribed. Stop the thieves. We're going to start a rank 1 encounter, which is good because we do need some combat practice or at least some familiarity. We're going to get 3 campaign tokens if we finish this aggressively, so that will be our goal. It appears that they are also aggressive, and it also appears that, much like it said in the text, there are only 2 of them, so that's good. Now, mostly unfamiliar skills. Let's have a look and see what we have. Attack, got it. Try to enrage, sure. Negative armor if they're enraged. That's good. Encourage. confident and can heal an ally spirit. Okay, that's good to know. Yvonne has attack, sadden, sure. Impress, all right, so this is similar to what Jean-Pierre had last time. And deride, enrage, heals the user's spirit. Okay, so Yvonne can heal herself by using that one. That's good to know. And Hattis, again, attack with a good range on it too. That's good to know. Sadden, yep, and try to encourage. Okay, so there's encourage and try to encourage. And there's try to enrage. Interesting. All right, we might start with Hattis from all the way at the back here. Let's see how this attack goes. Actually, we could probably lower some armor before we do that, couldn't we? Let's see if we can get that to happen then. Negative 25 speech. Speech defense. Okay, that will enrage them, which is going to lower their armor. Whoa, look at that. Very good. Heh. Nice. So that's put us into a devious mindset. So now we're going to use just a big old bunch of attacking. Starting with this. Go, Hattis. Lovely. So a good attack at range there. We're going to move Victor in close. And we're going to do a bit of biffo. Nicely done, Victor. And that should shift us into an aggressive mindset. Hoping now we can tip that over what Devious is at before the engagement ends. It's the end of our turn. Let's see what they do. Just some old-fashioned work here. All right, we're going to go with an attack from Hattis and then an attack from Victor because they haven't leveled up yet. And hopefully doing this sort of thing is going to help us. Should all be fairly straightforward. There we have it. Go team. So there's our aggressive victory with our 3 extra campaign tokens. Very good. The angry mob finally catches up to the thieves and see that you already took care of them. The mob thanks you and everybody now knows about your good deed. Marvellous. So we got 1 campaign there instead of 1 collect. Very, very good. Okie dokie. So we're moving our way around the back here. There's something odd here. That sounds good to me. Status and gold. It's just made of win. The rain is becoming unbearable and the crew is looking for shelter. After searching for a while, a cave is found. Great, some shelter. The crew lays down their backpacks and makes a fire to dry their clothes and for warmth. Once the fire is blazing, the cave appears to be larger than it appeared in the dark. As you explore the cave, you notice lots of Saxon war equipment, including some skeletons, probably of wounded soldiers that died in the caves. Victor can pick the best equipment because he's a level 1 tactician. Interesting. So 2 collect, 1 campaign, 2 collect, or 2 and 2 is the best of all. Let's do it. While collecting some of the equipment, you notice some tactical plans written on the cave walls. Studying this will give you tactical defensive insight. Who will study these plans? Victor tells the others to search for more weapons. Because Victor already knows defense, so Victor is already a tactician. We could give that to one of the others, but 10 collect sounds nice to me. Let's do that. The crew searches and finds some more valuable equipment. Cha-ching. Phew, look at that. Go team. All right. As I had hoped, we have some more supplies here, so let's get them immediately so that we can explore a little further. Normally you wouldn't be so excited about this, but you found an abandoned farm. The fields are overgrown with vegetables and even some fruit trees. You take some time to restock your supplies. 3 more supplies. Beautiful. All right. So that means we should be able to go here where our crew can be improved. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And we may be able to get here. We're going to have to wait and find out. That's 1 in every direction. It is. All right, so we do want to improve our crew. Let's go and improve them. 2 people are having a heated discussion as you walk by. One of them yells at you. Hey, you. Hey, yes, you. We need your opinion on something. We are discussing what the best way is to solve problems. I am convinced that using speech will solve any problem you encounter, but this guy here thinks that using physical attacks is the way to go. What do you think? If you choose me, I will teach one of you how to use speech more effectively on this island. If you choose him, he will do the same for attack. Speech or attack, speech or attack. We are quite strong in attack, but speech is also super handy. In fact, I would say we're stronger in attack than speech. Let's go with speech. Excellent choice. Speech is always a better option. I will teach one of you how to use speech more effectively on this island. Remember, these secrets only have an effect on this expedition. Yvonne is our beguiler. That seems like a logical choice. Yvonne learns about the history and customs of this island, which will be very useful during challenges on this expedition. They will be useless on other expeditions, though. Your crew is ready to continue. Good to know. So using 1 more supply on the journey back, and then we'll use 1 to go here, and then we'll see what happens. As you walk through some rocky hills, Hattis spots a giant bird's nest with strangely coloured eggs. These interesting eggs are certainly worth a bunch, but getting them might prove a challenge since big birds are flying around everywhere. Hattis with 93% is absolutely going to try and fetch those eggs. Cross the fingers and toes. Beautiful. Well done, Hattis. Hattis sprints towards the nest. A giant bird sees it happening and dives towards Hattis, who dodges its beak just in time. Hattis snatches the eggs and hurries back towards safety. Great, we've just robbed the natural world of some more resources. Beautiful. Okay, we have 2 supply. It's going to cost us 1 to get here, 2 to here, and then we should still be able to reach here. Because it will cost 0 to make that move. Let's see if it works, and hope that it doesn't boot us out when we get to this point. It's only one way to find out, folks. A group of sheep is fighting to eat from a slightly greener patch of grass. It might be interesting to study this peculiar patch of grass. Sure, let's go. You approach the patch of grass, but the sheep see you as competition and start attacking you. Let's show our worth in this rank 1 encounter. Devious is what we want because it has more tokens. And Devious indeed we can do, so I probably don't want Hattis at the front here. We do have 3 healing patches here, which is quite nice as well. So let's see, we can't reach anyone from there. Is there a range on any of these? There is. That enragement is absolutely a thing we can do, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Whew. Oh boy, that's so close on so many of these. But you will do. Howdy. Oh, and it's a flub anyway, so much for that. But it's still got us the deviousness. Okay, we're going to take all of these slots here. We're going to seal this sheep's fate, hopefully. Indeed we have. That's 1 down. By the looks of it, 3 to go. Hattis, you might just stay where you are, because this should work quite well. Good stuff. All right, that's the end of our turn. We've hogged all of the healing spots. So even if we get hit here, which we haven't, we should heal up on the next turn. 2 fumbles. Take that. All right, so we're wanting to keep things devious. So let's give it a go. Very good. And that actually took them all the way down. I wasn't expecting that. Very nice. And this one here should also do the trick. Ugh, I'm just so mean. Sheep is saddened beyond words. Devious victory. Let's take all the things. You successfully calm down the sheep. I'm not quite sure that's accurate. And can finally take a look at the grass. After careful examination and some tests, it seems the grass contains some special nutrients that attract the sheep. You take some with you for this scientific value. Bravo. We got 2 characters who have leveled up here. So one's going to give us tactician and one is going to give us diplomat. We're going to lean into the strengths here as well. Peace treaty is another ability. Good, good, good. And what about for Hattis? Do we have a quick thinker here? We do. Quick thinker, nimble. We're also going to get piercing shot. That sounds pretty nifty. Let's go for it. All right. So I think now all of our characters have 3 skills in one section. We may actually try splitting them into a second section here, but I don't know, we'll just see how things eventuate. All right, so going here would be bad. Going here, we will have 0 supply, but hopefully still be able to make it to the end. While scouting the area, a rugged-looking man comes running up to you. Oi, mates, I'm a travelling goldsmith, but I'm kind of bored of this island. I want to see some new gems. Allow me to join your entourage and help you appraise your finds. A merchant who wants to help you. Great. The man is happy to help you and excited to see what you can find. This merchant will make your collect actions more efficient. Lovely. You're out of supplies. You press on, but the situation is having severe effects on your crew members. Victor's voice and strength are fading because of the hunger. That's frustrating. So we have lost some things because we're at 0 supply. Ooh. But we're still going to make our way here to the end. The burial site of the Saxon kings must be somewhere around. Once you get there, this expedition will come to an end. You can come back to this place when you wish to continue later. Are you ready to go? We're going to go to the final thing of Kings and Rivals. The crew searches through the hills and quickly finds what they were looking for, the Saxon burial site. One of the tombs is of King Egbert, a particularly mysterious figure. Finding its secrets will surely skyrocket your reputation at the renowned explorers. However, you hear a familiar laughter. Behind you stands the French explorer Rivelo, who is considered to be the most promising of the renowned explorers. He speaks. Thank you, amateur. Under Rule 24B of the Explorer Mandate, fellow explorers should help each other out. And I really need to excavate King Egbert's tomb to gain another honorary title. Hey, we worked hard for this treasure. Rivelo is in doubt. Leave this important treasure to someone like you. I don't know how to explain this to you. Allow my sharp companion, a mere actor, to explain my thoughts while I seize King Egbert's treasure. Hey, wait a minute. Before Yvonne can stop Rivelo, his crew scout Amir stops you. He means to say you suck, my friend. That's a bit harsh. Ludicrous. He's not letting you pass. And by you, they mean us, and we will defend ourselves in a rank 2 encounter. All right, we're going to get 1 pip for Devious. So let's try that and see if it works. So we have people who are going to give us a bit of biffo on all sides here. Hattis is the one who we want to keep out of harm's way. So what we might do here is I'm going to bring Yvonne over this way. I'm going to use a Sadden. Hopefully this will work. And it has, that's good. We will also bring Hattis a little further away from presumably the others, because I'm hoping this will work. This will be embarrassing if it doesn't. Good stuff. And then Victor is over here and is currently going to take the majority of biffing. We might, let's see, can we move anywhere that's going to make this less likely? That may actually work. Let's give that a go. Should still be able to get 1 hit in. Some smelly cheese. That's how you do it. Bring it on. So what's Amir going to do? How hard are they going to hit? Not not particularly hard, but also not particularly gentle. So it looks like Victor's going to take the brunt of these attacks. And there's a fumble there, fortunately, because that was starting to look a little hairy. All right, so Hattie should be able to attack from all the way over here. Hopefully this will get us one fully dropped enemy, and it did, so that's good. That's now going to bring us into an aggressive stance, which is going to lower our speech defense. We really don't want that. So the next two attacks that we do are probably going to have to be speech attacks. So we're going to bring Victor back over here. We're going to go with an enrage to try and drop another enemy. Victor not looking particularly happy there. And Yvonne will hopefully have... Okay, that's going to keep our speech defense low, and we don't want that. All right, so I might try and move Yvonne forward a little bit to try and draw some of the attacks. And that means I should be able to do this and drop another mobster. Very good. And that moves us back into a devious mindset, which is good. So we don't have that low speech defense, because it seems like speech attacks are what is coming in. Oh dear. Oh boy. Victor's copped it there from a boss attack. We've only got one resolve left. We definitely don't want our resolve to be lost. So let's try a deride here. So I think a deride on Amir is probably going to be the most powerful thing that we have at our disposal right now. And Hattis does have a fairly strong attack, so I'm kind of hoping this wraps it all up. That has worked, but what stance do we end in? Devious, fortunately, so we get that extra token. Well done, team. Amir's tone suddenly changes. You, my friend, are pretty sharp. I must honor you with some coin in this checklist. It describes treasures my boss wants to find. If you beat us to getting one, I guess you deserve it, my friend. He leaves to follow Rivolo, who has already plundered King Egbert's tomb. We got some gold and a checklist. All crew members gain speech permanently increased by 1. Huzzah! The crew quickly turns to the mysterious checklist you got from the encounter. It seems to be some sort of agenda or scheme. Yvonne takes it and reads it out loud. Treasure still to grab. The one hidden in the tomb of the Forgotten King. That one treasure held by the locals. The one in the cache near the dangerous cliffs. Due date today. It seems Rivolo is going to nab some more treasures. You might be able to get one before him. Which treasure are you going to chase? Let's try and convince the locals, because we have a beguiler in our crew. Since you fancy yourself more charming than Rivolo, maybe you can beat him to getting the treasure from the locals. Who will do the talking? The 100%er will do the talking. The locals were actually going to help Rivolo, but Yvonne manages to convince them. With their knowledge, you find the treasure from the secret checklist. The locals are impressed with your skill and charm. We have a 75% chance to get Heliodor. Let's see what we end up with. Sword of Justice. 100 renown and 2 insight. Well done us. Let's take that treasure. With this last find, your expedition still concludes on a high note. However, it's clear that if you want to be the most renowned explorer, you'll have to beat Rivolo. Now it's personal. Let's head back to London and end the expedition. We've explored the Highlands. Congratulations, everybody. We did it deviously, much like on the last expedition. 2 treasures. Now it'll tally up all our tokens, and we'll see all the resources that we have to take back to the world map. Ching, 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 ching. So on the last expedition with the last crew, we were very heavily favouring study. This time is going to be different. We're now on 190 renown, crooked capitalist. And a long way to go to catch Rivolo. Back in London, a magnificent job. The board of the Renowned Explorers International Society is impressed by your exploration skills in the Highlands. For this achievement, Chairman Pinkerton gives you an upgrade to your airship, which will allow you to carry more supplies. Excellent. So there we have it. It's going to give us another 50 renown. So that's nice. Very good. And that is all the time we have for this part of the Let's Play. So thank you so much for tuning in, either once again or perhaps for the first time. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to the First 10 Minutes channel if you'd like to be notified when episodes from this series or any other series are released. And also, it would be great if you could please tell a friend if you think they might enjoy this sort of thing. And come back again soon for more Renowned Explorers International Society.